Hi, this is S.J. Pedersen. I decided I was going to do one more fella piece. I was going to take a little fella break, but it's hard to stay away. And I was going to tackle this, probably his most complicated, rhythmically complicated song called Unknown Soldier. It's probably the most emotional piece as well. The lyrics are about when the government attacked his compound and raped a bunch of women and killed his mother by throwing her out of the window. His mother was a famous Nigerian feminist left-wing politician. There's an excellent movie called Music is the Weapon that you should check out. Fantastic stuff. The reason this piece is so strange is that I actually think it's not planned to be as strange as it is, but I think the musicians accents the wrong beats in the beginning, because until the main horn part comes in, you can really feel this song as if the upbeats are the downbeats, and it's very, and the bass plays it like that. So, and in the beginning of the recording, you can hear a fella clapping his hand to mark the downbeat. And I put a hand clap in here. When I have the hand clap, it's not a problem finding the beat. Otherwise, it is really difficult. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mute out this hand clap and play first a little bit without it. Maybe you will have a little bit of the same sensation. Anyway, here's the piece. That wasn't muted out. Let's do it. Let me see. This way. That should be fine. So check this out. Unknown Soldier. Actually, as soon as the drums came in, I caught the beat again. Probably because I've been sitting transcribing and tweaking this chart a little bit today. But if you can hear the hand clap, if you can feel this on the downbeat from the very beginning, that's a big accomplishment. Now, if I put in the hand clap and play it, it will be much easier. Okay, even in that little section, you can hear how all these extremely syncopated piano chords come in on offbeats. It's just, it's very cool. I'm gonna start from right here again. Stop before I get to the horns, because I'm going to do a second part tutorial that deals with the horns. So a couple of things here. If you listen to the actual recording, notice that I have put in a lot of accent marks on the bass to really make it feel like this is the downbeat. That's not how the bass player plays it. So it's much easier to feel the reverse. So check it out from the very beginning. Try to find where the downbeat is. Try to feel like these hi-hats, which is probably foot hi-hats actually. I notated them as struck hi-hats. Anyway, we'll see how it goes with that. The other thing I was going to mention is this section here. Fellas songs, obviously we had some keyboards in the beginning, then they went out, and here it comes in again. All these articulation marks is really how he plays, and he very often plays same thing with both hands, octave apart. You can see him live doing that. And these are all fourths, and I only wrote a little bit of this, basically. Well, I play the whole thing here. What he does here, this goes on for quite a while. This song is like 25 minutes long or something. And he improvises around this. Obviously adds more, changes the rhythms, and does more things, basically all in fourths. Sounds really cool until the horns come in. So what I usually do is that I go over to my rhythm chart right now, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get rid of this one. Maybe that will do it. Yeah, here we go. No, we don't. Yes, perfect. This is my my usual way of doing this. I'm gonna go over the ingredients of the rhythm section, which as usual consists of 2 guitars, bass, and there are some pieces he uses 2 basses, which is very cool, and the drums and the maracas. So same modus operandi. The guitars and bass are notated in tablature, so you guys who play and can't read can learn from this. Some tablature, notice I always put rhythm in the tablature. I can't stand tablature that doesn't have rhythms in it. It leaves out notes like this, tied notes, and you don't know when to play the notes. The whole point of notation is to tell you what note to play and when to play it, among other things, but those are the most important things. And if you don't have any rhythms in your notation, in your tablature, you don't know that. So, and if you don't know how to read rhythm, you better get busy studying. Let's go for the drums. I discussed before how the snare drum is not as loud as the kick drum in Afrobeat and most ethnic world music. However, this playback engine plays it a little bit too loud. And Tony Allen, of course, varies lots and lots on this piece, and there's also more percussion. There's bells and congas usually, and all that kind of stuff. So here we go. This is the drums. Little simple compared to what's really going on, but again, the playback engine of Sibelius accents the 1 and the 3, so you can really hear the downbeats pretty easily here. If I couple that with the maracas, we got this. Very cool. A little note here, these 3 snares here, this one comes out louder because it's on the and this is on a weak beat, so it sounds loud, soft, soft, which is very cool. Bass line starts with the pickup. I'm going to play it from the pickup. This, again, if I should have a well, just listen to the original, because you will hear that the accents are not as clear as my bass line is. Here we go. And together with the drums and percussion, we got this. That grooves. Let's go for the guitar. So we got the tenor guitar. This one is also very difficult to hear where the downbeat is. It feels on the bass line, this is the note that feels like the downbeat when you play it, which is on the end of 3. On this one, oh, I don't even know. This is what it sounds like. I figured it out. This note, which is on 3, sounds like it is actually anticipating the end of 3 together with the bass line. You can actually probably hear that if I play bass and let's see here, bass and guitar together. Oh, big mess up. Wrong shortcut key. Here we go. Same thing, this note just sounds like a downbeat. The second, and also this is higher than most of a fella's picking patterns. Usually he does it in a lower register. This, by the way, key signatures. F, minor, A flat. Here, we basically have our minor 7, minor 6 kind of things as usual in a very sophisticated rhythm. James Brown influenced Fella influenced James Brown, and a lot of their you can hear a lot of similarities, although James Brown never really did anything polyrhythmic to that extent, to the extent that Fella does. Anyway, here's the 2 guitar parts together. And then this note here, when this guitar starts, that really feels like the downbeat. really feels like the downbeat, but it isn't. The whole section together sounds like this. Actually, I'll play from here. That's it. That's really a complex set of rhythms. When the horns come in, and there's many horn parts on this song. There's the head, and then there's the vamp over the solos, and then there's two more parts over the vocal arrangements. And I'm going to get to that next. So, thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned to part 2.